Good morning, so it's Friday, which is always a very busy day for me. It's either playing catch up from a busy week, or Fridays are just generally busy with events and stuff. So now I'm racing into town to do a whole bunch of things. We need to go to the old wool shed at Evans Bay and take some photos of a construction company for the new website. Then we're going to go to Wellington Photographic and pick up a lens that I'm trialling. I need a new 100mm macro lens, and I tried the Canon one last time I needed it. So now I'm trying out the Tamron one. See how that goes. Then we're gonna probably head to Flight Coffee and grab some coffee, because everyone needs coffee. Then we're gonna head to the Apple store, because the new Apple Watch was released today. So I want to have a better look at those. I checked them out in Sydney last week, but it was very busy. It was their biggest store in Australia, so the place was packed. Didn't really have time to actually have a proper look at one. So I'm going to do that now, although I'm assuming it's going to be just as packed given that they've just been released today in New Zealand. So we're here ready for the shoot, and there's a funny story I need to tell you about that boat. Funny story about this boat. It's actually my friend Bob's, and they were out in the water one day, and then the engine just fell off the back, and then they got drifted into some rocks. The Coast Guard had to come and help them to get it back on the trailer, and they did, and then they pulled out of the boat ramp. Both the wheels fell off the axles, and it sat here for about 6 years. So taking some shots of that thing busting up stuff, and now we're waiting for the rest of the guys to turn up, so I think we're going to go find coffee while we wait for them. So back in the car, we've headed down to the Zephyr to take some photos of all the new branded vehicles and a whole bunch of their team. If you don't know the Zephyr, it's that big orange needly thing that was struck by lightning that's now back. So I'm just here waiting for all the trucks to turn up, and then we're going to position them and take an epic photo. That's all done. It took a lot longer than I thought it was going to. Took a lot of time to position the cars and stuff. I thought we'd be done in 20 minutes, half an hour, and I've been just over 2 hours. So now I'm really playing catch up for the rest of the day. So now we're heading to Wellington Photographic to pick up that lens. That's us on Saturday night. Looking forward to it. Yeah, so heading to Wellington Photographic. It's my go-to place for any camera gear I need to either buy or rent. So I've got a bit of a problem, and I don't know what to do. The shoot took longer than I had hoped and thought, and there was a lot of waiting around for people, so I haven't really got time now to go to the Apple store and get another coffee. But I've already had a coffee while we were waiting for the rest of the guys to turn up. So part of me is saying, flag the coffee, just go look at the Apple Watch. But then the other part of me is saying, well, you're not actually going to buy an Apple Watch today, you're just going to look at it. So why don't you look at it another time? But then they came out today, so I feel like I really want to go have a look at one. But then I've already looked at one. I saw one in Sydney a few weeks ago. What to do? Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and park on this one street that is between the two of them, There's only about 10 parks there. If I can get a park in one of those parks, I will go now to both, because I can literally walk. If I have to park outside Flight Coffee, or if I have to park outside the Apple Store, I'm going to do one or the other. Let's see how it goes. Okay, change of plan. If I can't get a park just here, I'm going to flag it entirely and just get back to the studio. Oh, and look, all these parks are all blocked off. So, decision made, not going to the Apple Store, not getting more coffee, I'm just going to head back to the studio. What's this commotion? There's like two trucks having a yarn to each other. G'day mate, yeah, what you have for lunch? Oh yeah, not much. Oh yeah, cool, I'll catch you later, Bruce. So I'm in the studio, we've got a whole bunch of packages that have just arrived from customers that want their videotapes, cha-ching, converted onto DVD, cha-ching. So I'm just going through unboxing all these boxes. We chuck labels on them all so that we know who they belong to so they don't get lost. And then we chuck them in paper bags like this. And then the organised chaos. Finished orders, orders waiting to be done. Paper bags, ready for some new orders. So I'll grab a few of those for these ones. And orders waiting to be picked up. So we've currently got 394 tapes that we're working our way through. Realised I haven't really given you a tour of the new studio because it's not finished yet and I don't like showing things off until they're ready, but who cares? So this is gonna be the studio. I've talked about it so much, but right now it's the dumping ground, all the crap. Studio is eventually gonna be there, but for now, studio's up here. So this is a giant white seamless backdrop we can pull down wherever we want and pull back up out the way. And there's also a black one up behind it that we can use. Just put a new floor down so it's a bit comfier when you're standing on it. Studio lights, not really in position, but they're just there. So we're eventually going to paint all this white, and all the walls of the studio are going to be white eventually, but we're not there yet. There's a new door going in, that's why we haven't finished plastering that. But everything from here is finished. So this TV is on a cool wall bracket, so I can move it around, pull it out when I'm doing wedding viewings. Down there, shut the door. Or I can spin it around and view it from my computer. So through here, we've got couch, cha-ching, wall with heaps of cool photos gonna be up there. My deer's head, which is through here. Whee. That thing, cool deer's head, is gonna go up on that wall, hence the empty spot. That's the tape conversion desk, ready to go. That's my desk, a bit bigger, a bit messier. Drawing tablet, and my crate wall with all things cool and wonderful, which looks kind of messy because it hasn't been organised yet. Organised chaos is a very fine line between mess and organised chaos. And then this room's eventually going to get finished, and we're going to rent it out to someone that wants their own office space with possible use of the studio. So when I'm finished doing all these tapes, I'm going to come in here and do these jewelry photos because they need to get done, because it is 1:30 now and I have to be heading back into town at 4 o'clock, so I haven't got long.
It's a lonely night. Everybody's happy.
So one thing I do quite a bit is I'll chuck my studio light behind the subject, kind of on a 45-degree angle. That way you can get some really cool lights coming through, and then I'll use something to actually reflect the light back onto whatever the item is I'm shooting. And one thing I use quite a bit is this cool gold 660 limited edition album, which is extra special because if you look inside, it actually came with a whole bunch of my photos signed by the band that was sent out to everyone. Then they bought the limited edition copy. So yeah, it doubles. It's music, great music, and also a cool reflector. So if you come over here, you'll kind of get a bit of an idea. If that's the subject, you can kind of just blow some cool gold light into it, which is quite nice and cool for this kind of stuff.
So many babies, so many ways, so many ladies, so many.
So I've just stepped out of the studio for 5 minutes to grab some lunch and a coffee. Just a sandwich from Bretzelmania. And I'm heading back to the studio. It's almost 4 o'clock, so I've got a couple more hours to finish these jewelry photos.
Everybody's happy. Been turning around.
Oh, it's a horrible light. So it's 20 to 6. I'm still doing this jewelry. 2 more products to go. Race inside, chuck my suit on, race into town, drop this lens back. What a day. And we're about halfway through.
No eyes on me.
Yeah. Say hello. Say hi. Say bye, Dad. Go back to work. I'll see you tomorrow. No time to shower, no time to get changed. So I'm taking my shirt with me. And I will try and get changed when I get there. So it's times like these that I don't overly love my job. Like, I love the flexible hours sometimes, but there's other times, like right now, where my whole family's going out for dinner. I haven't seen Scarlett all day because I got up at 7 o'clock and she was still in bed. And I've just seen her for 40 seconds. Now I'm racing into town, and when I get home she'll be in bed. So it's times like these. I wish my hours were a bit better, but generally every Friday and Saturday, most weekends of the year, I've got stuff on. And I would say it's okay, I can see her in the morning, but I've got more jobs from 8:30 tomorrow morning through to about lunchtime. But I might try and squeeze a little walk to the beach with her. The weather's better. But I am looking forward to going to Alan Davies tomorrow night with the wife. That should be funny. If you don't know who he is, you should look on YouTube at QI, which is an amazing TV program with Alan Davies and Stephen Fry. QI stands for quite interesting, so it's all just quite interesting facts. Yeah, it's very, very good. Very informative, but humorous at the same time, which is right up my alley. Anyway, I'm racing to WPS. I've got to be there at 6 o'clock. It's currently 10 past 6. Luckily, I'm quite a frequent customer there, and there's someone sticking around waiting for me to get there, so I can throw them the lens. And then race off to St. James for the Resine conference. My head's in a different place tonight. Ah, traffic. Ah.
No eyes on me.
Success. Now it's back to the Batmobile. The only resemblance this has to a Batmobile is it's black. Whoa! And it has a jet engine out the back. Sometimes. So I've just decided, I've thought of a new way to decide how to kind of scale how busy my day is. If it gets to 6 o'clock at night and the only thing I've had to eat is a sandwich all day and 2 coffees, that's a busy day. Today's a busy day. I'm hopeful there'll be dinner at the Resine thing. It's 20 past 6 now. And I've got to be there set up, shirt changed in 10 minutes. It is a dinner function. Generally they'll feed me at these functions. I can't count on it. Don't know whether risk it and potentially get an epic feed, because they're always good feeds at these kind of functions, or get something now. But I'm going to be honest, if I get something now, it's not going to be healthy. Did have a late lunch. I'm going to go with risk it. I have a feeling there will be good food. Well, there will be good food. I hope there'll be good food for me. For dinner. Now waiting for people to arrive. The actual function's on stage at the St. James Theatre. So it's 10 o'clock and dinner's being served, and I've just heard the horrific news that they haven't catered for me. I went for the gamble and now I'm bloody hungry because it's 10 o'clock. I've still got about an hour left here. But Burger Fuel will be good at 11. Or maybe I should just order Domino's and get them to deliver it to the St. James Theatre stage. The organiser's currently trying to see if they can get me a meal. So fingers crossed they can find something. I'm a bit wary that they are currently clearing the plates. And they're probably just going to scrape it all together and be like, yeah, we made you a meal. But let's see. Jackpot, look what just arrived. Chicken, get in my belly. All done, 11 o'clock, heading back to the car. Oh, I'm ready for bed. Bargain, $8 for 6 hours parking in the centre of the CBD. I know it's free out the street, but it's a little more secure in here. And the big draw card for me was literally over the road from the St. James Theatre. So we can't go wrong. Anyway, I think I'm going to end today's vlog here, because all I'm going to do now is drive back to the studio, download all my photos, back them up, and then I'm going to go to bed. So I've got a shoot at 8 in the morning, a few wedding meetings, family shoot, and then, like I've said 3 times today, going to Alan Davies. So yeah, peace out.